Hello everyone. Today I wanted to pop on and tell you guys a cool story that happened to me lately. So let's get into it. Okay, so probably a year or so ago, I was on Instagram and I found this girl she's maybe a little bit older than me, but she makes Catholic pottery. And I think her name is Nazareth Pottery. I'll have to look it up, and maybe I'll link it in the description. But yeah, so I loved her page. I love pottery. If you don't know that about me, that's something that I really love. I did that in high school, and I'm actually taking a class now. So in the future, I might show you guys some of the pieces that I've done. But anyways, so I bought a couple pieces from her. And so we were like chatting back and forth just about something with the piece. And then that was that. So I was in communication with her from that. And I knew just from posts that she made that she had 2 miscarriages within the last couple years. Then she had a healthy baby girl. Then she went on to have 4 more miscarriages. And she just had a healthy boy this last month, I believe, in September. So I knew that was her story and everything. And after I had my miscarriage, it was, then I looked even further into it and kind of read some of her posts and that kind of thing. So back in July, she posted saying that she was at her sister-in-law's, I think it was, and there was a statue of the Virgin Mary pregnant. And you don't see that statue very often, so it was kind of neat. And to her, it really stood out because she was pregnant, and we didn't really know that at this point, I don't think, because she kept her pregnancies a secret for quite a while, understandably. But yeah, so she was pregnant when she saw this statue, and she just thought it was so beautiful. And she prayed to Saint Joseph that he would bring this statue into her life. So then about a week later, her friend came to her pottery studio and said that she had a little gift for her. And when she opened it up, it ended up being this statue of the Virgin Mary pregnant. And it's a very rare statue. It's something, like I said, I've never seen it before, but it's also, when you look it up, it's something that is, it's pricey. Some of them can be really pricey and very rare, like I said. So she was just crying and just was so grateful and just thought it was such a cool thing. And her friend said that she gave this statue to expectant mothers and mothers in waiting for a baby. So the name of the statue is Virgen de la Dolce, and obviously in Spanish, but it means Our Lady of Sweet Waiting. So after reading this, I was just inspired, and I was like, okay, I'm going to pray to Saint Joseph that he can bring the statue into my life, because I'm also waiting for a baby. And I thought that was really neat. So then this was back in July, and it's October right now. So this was about a few months ago. And I kind of forgot about it. I totally forgot about it, honestly. And then I was dropping some things off at a thrift store that we have. I don't know if I think it's maybe all over the country. I'm not really sure. But it's St. Vincent de Paul thrift store. So I was dropping some things off there. And then I just looked to the side, and here's this statue. And I just all came back to me. I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. So then, so then I went back to my car and reread her story and everything. And anyways, so this is the statue. I have it here. So you can see she's got her little baby bump there. And yeah, this just shows how pricey this can be, because it originally was listed for $50, which at a thrift store is pretty pricey. And so I don't know how much it would be originally, but I think I saw some other ones that were a few $100s. And then I got it for $16. So it just showed that it was waiting there for a long time, because God knew that I was going to pick it up. So yeah, and she has some scuffs on her. I plan to paint her a little bit, but I just thought it was such a cool statue. And it's made in San Jose, I believe San Jose, Mexico. I could be wrong, but I swear that I looked that up. And then, which I didn't put two and two together, but since I prayed to Saint Joseph to bring this statue into my life, it's really cool that San Jose is that's where these statues are made. And San means saint and Jose is Joseph. So kind of a cool little like God thing there. But yeah, when I got that statue, I just also was crying because I was just so grateful to God that he would bring something like that into my life. And I feel like I have to say this, that as Catholics, we do not worship these statues. It's not like I'm worshiping the statue or thinking that somehow there's some superstitious thing that comes along with it. I just think it's cool that I prayed to Saint Joseph and that came into my life. So I just wanted to share that because I thought it was a sweet little thing that God was able to do for me. And yeah, so but if you want to know a little bit more about Virgin della Dolce, then the history and the origin, I'll try to find that news or whatever it is. It's a website that talked about that, and I'll link it in the description as well. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Bye.